Welcome everybody. Episode 15. Anyway, what a great time to be alive, guys. What a great time to be alive. We're back. Um, Life's been lifing, but we digress. Happy to be back. Two favorite people ever. Y'all still been following us, subscribing, even though we're not posting, following the TikTok, all that great stuff. Guys, y'all really subscribing. We haven't been posting in like 3 weeks, but
yeah, sorry. Busy, tired.
she's tired because she's been busy.
Yeah.
So it works out beautifully.
But
Now,
I've been out here DJing. So that's lit.
Hey, remember y'all in the beginning? It was just DJ Fries with a dream. Now she's really been DJing. we Taylor put up that name and we're like, we're gonna get there when she's, but no, she's there now. She's really DJing. That's why it's been busy, y'all. Gotta catch her on certain days, but the two X's is here. We're still single in these streets. So stop asking. They be like, y'all. I'm like, nigga. You said what?
They don't be asking me, but they asking you.
Y'all need to ask her. She got the 1,000 followers and all these damn followers. Y'all need to go ask her them questions. Anyway, leave me alone. But nah, two favorite XDs, Leak, you feel me? And go ahead.
DJ Eat Fries on that ass. Ew.
Fries on that ass is crazy.
Yes.
All right, unsanitary. All right, y'all. Welcome episode 15. We back better than ever. Obviously the last 3 weeks, a million things have happened, but we don't cover old stuff because.
So the thing is, so we were like be talking about different topics and stuff that we were going to bring up, and then we like didn't have time to record. So then of course the time just passed over. But there's so many topics that I did want to talk about. There was so much stuff that I had just bubbling up in my head. So that sucks. But yeah.
So we talk all the time, yo. So we just have these conversations just on the phone. I'd be like, ooh, podcast topic. She'd be like, I'd be like, next week. And for 3 weeks. But it's all good. Tonight she caught me off guard, y'all. So we're here. We're better. And let's get this popping. So, what's been going on recently in today's news? Damn, that is crazy. We had a lot of topics we had for you.
There were so many. There was so many good ones.
I know. There's one time she hit me up. She was like, I got some stuff to talk about. And we just never did. A mess. We hear y'all. First topic we're going to talk about that's really Taylor's hurting over there. DJ Fries. First topic we're going to talk about is Drake and Joe Budden, the battle of the light skin Joe.
The girls are fighting. The girls are fighting.
Corniest nigga in the industry. They both corny to me. Yeah, no. So it seems like it all started. I think they've been back and forth for a minute, kind of now. But Joe Budden brought up Drake's album. Drake just released an album for all the dogs. We're not going to review that, so don't ask. And he basically had his input. I think I watched a clip and it was like,
so he needed to grow up.
Basically, need to grow up. He's like, we don't want to hear you hanging out with who he say?
So young he's like people. 20. He said he's like 37, hanging out with like 25-year-olds or something like that.
We don't hear that.
And that he needs to grow up, and his topics that he raps about and stuff need to mature.
Not about arthritis, getting married, having more kids, settling down. So raps like he's in October's very own Drake stage. Then Drake had a clapback of the century. Lord, Drake had a clapback of the century. Basically saying, I'm living a life that you thought you were going to live. And then it was funny because Drake, with playing Joe Budden, he would sprinkle, hey, for all the artists out there, don't let these media personalities get you down. Then kill Joe Budden again and be like, and another thing, keep doing what's right, keep making music, and then kill him again. I was like, yo, Drake is crazy, yo. He'll kill him and then be like, hey, artists, don't let somebody that doesn't really make music tell you how to make music, and then kill Joe Budden. I was like, yo, this nigga's hilarious. Big ass paragraph, y'all probably seen it.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And then Joe Budden, I think, responded like, Father Time is undefeated.
He was like, you'll mature, or like you'll grow up someday or something like that.
I'm just like, Yeah, Drake said some hot shit. He said, what did he say? You fly private sometimes when you want to, and me some crazy shit. I own a plane. I was like, Drake, relax.
No, and like, okay, rich people shit. Don't care. Don't care about your
That's what
family
makes this more
that
annoying.
way. That's why I'm just like, whatever.
I'm
That's
like, what are
like
y'all
Drake.
talking about? Because it's just
I
like,
feel like I feel like it looks like what Joe Budden strike a nerve. Like he hit him where it hurts somehow because he was reacting
Drake been on a petty tour this
wild.
past year, though. Drake been on
Yeah.
a petty tour
But
responding
then
back.
I'm also like, is this a scheme? Is this just part of the promotion? And to just like be all wild and reacting to stuff so you
This
can
is
get
funny, though,
people on
because this
more.
is the thing. Both of them, Drake and Joe Budden, on their respective things that they do, which is music and podcasting, they don't need the extra. No, they don't. I mean, Joe Budden's been top 3 podcasting for the last how many years?
Because well, with Joe Budden being a podcast, those type of things are big for those are like the big
Oh,
things
yeah,
that
yeah,
happen.
yeah, yeah. People are
So
gonna
he
tune in.
does want that type of
I
stuff.
thought you were saying like he's falling off. He needs this kind of situation.
Drake, I think, is falling off.
All right,
Yes,
I don't know if you guys watch our episodes. Taylor thinks Drake is just like this is a downfall of Drake. What's going on?
I do
Um,
think this is the downfall of Drake.
only reason I
Like
can't
first of
agree with you.
all of the like allegations of texting teenagers and stuff like that, I feel like is gonna catch up to him. And then also just he releases music too much. Like it's every 6 months. Like we don't need this much music from you. It's not that good. It's nothing that we really need. So you can calm down and wait a couple years and to give us music that actually sounds like something you care about. That's like that matters. Like this is just like you're just bored and you want to be relevant. I don't know. Like you just keep putting out music and no one wants to hear it anymore. It's like the same stuff over and over and over. And a lot of when he came out, we were in middle school. Like we were in like eighth grade when he came out. We are like almost about to be 30. Like
15 years. He did say he said 15 years. He did that.
yes, saying the same stuff. Like we're not there anymore. And I don't think that you can really relate to the kids that much, honestly. So like I don't know. Cuz I don't see like I work at a middle school and I don't hear Drake a lot. Like
So I would say with Drake between this album for all the dogs and the one before with Honesty Nevermind, which was that like techno hip hop thing. I don't, in my opinion, I didn't fully listen to For All the Dogs, but what I've heard, it is kind of the same thing from Drake.
cuz what else would it
Um,
be?
and Honestly Nevermind was obviously a whole flip of a different genre, but I just didn't like Drake doing that as well. Drake, you can do whatever you want, but I know like that album with 21 Savage was cool. Was it necessary?
It was a 21 Savage album, and 21 Savage is like dope. But then also like I see the symmetry of them too, but it's also I didn't listen to the album. I just
I
the
got a
big songs
couple.
that were popping.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
heard
A couple of
they were
songs
good
do slap.
songs, but
But like with that, I felt like For All the Dogs could have been like could have dropped that like next spring. Right, just like stop, like Taylor said,
just
like
wait a while. Like
yeah.
everyone, he's
Because
the only
honestly,
person that does that. Like I feel like no, like people might
because
release EPs or like
hold on, let me see.
singles. Like
Yeah,
every year it feels like it's multiple times a year that he's dropping something. Like
hold on, because
what
I'm
is
about
the
to see
point?
something. Because this is now that we're talking about this, saying it out loud is crazy. Yeah, because Drake is tripping. Because Certified Lover Boy with In Too Deep, remember we loved that. Then the next year he dropped Honestly Nevermind. Then Her Loss is within the same year, and then he just dropped For All the Dogs. Like honest for Certified Lover Boy, Honestly Nevermind. All them 4 albums was really in
And how
like a
many
year.
songs are on those albums? Even I'm like, is it like? I feel like it
Her
could be like,
Loss. I'm on it right now. Her Loss is 16.
mm-hmm.
For All the Dogs, like 23, if I'm
Oh
correct.
my god,
23, right? Honestly, Nevermind was 14, which is cool. And then Certified Lover Boy, which I think it's an okay project. 21, Jesus.
he's insane. He
I didn't
needs
even
to
listen. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
sit down.
Project I
Sit down.
the last full project I listened to from Drake is Scorpion. That was
But take care.
2018.
Mine's a Take Care.
Which shows y'all how Taylor really feels about Drake. Sorry, E-Trust
I
feels
don't
about
need to hear
Drake.
Drake rap. I'm good. I like R&B Drake. I like to hear him, sing
You
and
would
be a
like
little soft
Scorpion.
boy.
You would like Scorpion.
Don't
You're
nobody
not
want
gonna go with
because you're not hard. You're not a gangster. You're really annoying when you rap, honestly. But
Yeah, that
anyway,
was really that point of it. They just having light skin beef. I seen it. I was just like,
they should just kiss at this point.
I told her to tell you. So I said, hey, all the stuff you're saying about these two men, stay in the podcast, please, because
Because that's what my first reaction was like. The girls are fighting just
she said it
because
out.
because I think they could have a little crush on each other. I think it'd be cute. Remember, I was there with Nate. Also, we're talking about how I remember Frank was also like, "I'm high and I'm bi." Wait, I mean, I'm straight. And the I Future song, just like hinting that he was bi. And then later he came out, and Joe Budden has said that he came out as being bi. And Drake had his little joint in there about something about being bi. So
Yeah,
I don't
one of my
know.
old definitely said that. You know who you are. I can say your
But what
name.
he needs to do is keep Rihanna and ASAP name and stuff out his mouth. Like, calm down. They not worried about you. They got a whole family. Stop being a hater. And that's what I'm talking about. Nobody wants to hear him rap. And that song with him and SZA did was horrible. Love SZA down, but that song was
Who
horrible.
said that? I think somebody said it and he got mad. I think Charlemagne said it and he was upset. He clapped back. He clapped at Charlemagne.
No one wants to hear Drake bitch about girls anymore. No one cares. Especially like I literally when he just like y'all bitches, y'all I was like, oh my god, who is this nigga talking to? Like, shut up.
Which was funny because he
Shut
literally
up.
did an interview with some guy and they brought up that word. He's like, I don't even like talking like that unless it's my music, but I don't even say like that. He's like, I don't even say that much. I don't say that word that
Because
much in my music.
you don't sound like you say it when you're saying it on the song. You don't even sound like you say it. Shut up. Like
So
that's what
I'm
I'm
be like,
saying.
I think people are scissors in a pocket now where they're just like, I can have a horrible song and idea, but if I throw scissors on this song, it's gonna become like literally the song with Drake has a song with Sexy Red on his album, right?
I
And the
heard that. I heard the
song,
snippet on TikTok. That does sound good.
oh, you like it?
Yeah, it's like well, I just know that little part of shake that,
No,
shake that,
her because
and
she's lit. That's how she
then
goes.
SZA
And the beat
starts
is
singing on.
cool. Scissors, right, right. Like I don't think Drake. If Drake wasn't on that song, it's cool. Drake being on there, I was just like, and then SZA like saves it. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I don't. This song is like this is the things that you just put that on your album because of.
And the nigga sounded like he was trying to outsing SZA on that song, and like he's not even a real singer. So it was just like, what are you doing?
It's a lot.
Like
It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on.
I only listened to it once, and I was just like, what is this? Like,
Really?
why? Why?
We're on the next topic, yo. We ain't even really sit there and talk about Drake. Drake has a lot of albums. He knows what he's
He needs to
doing.
take a break.
Um, Taylor,
It's
he
be like,
hey, he
no,
is.
no,
He's
he
taking a
is,
break.
but he's going to be like a year. Like, bro, no, you just came out with like 3 albums in like a year and a half. Sit down. Like SZA, we were just talking about this. SZA took 7 years to come out with another album. Like people, if
I
your
think
music is good enough, people will wait.
Drake is in that weird pocket of like the Little Waynes and the Nickies of like you're at a point like even sometimes Beyonce they've been so great. Relax, don't react. So great at their. I think like Drake was never great. I was like,
No, I know who he is. Like
yeah.
I get who he is in the culture and all that, but it's just like I know
Anyway,
he's Drake.
they've been
Drake.
great at their craft, right? That music now is just like, I don't need to do this, right? That's why Wayne stopped really making music. Nicki comes out whenever she wants to, but she's gonna put time and effort into it. Beyonce and the
But
people that
I think that's not that's a different thing. I feel like the difference between them is that they actually care about their art,
that's
and that
not, that
is
no,
actual art and something that they put time into. That is not just something that they're just pumping out for like
that's what I was
numbers
gonna
and
say.
stats.
That's what I was gonna
Like
say. I was gonna say, let me
it's
cook.
not about just being in. Like they care about the music. Like they're actual artists.
Say, let me cook. That's what I was getting to. I was like, the difference between them and Drake doesn't take a break. He just keeps going and putting out unreleased nonsense that is just in the vault that he think people will like. He's not. You will never get another Take Care views. People say they love the most. You'll never get that again because I know you don't know what views is, but like sit down 2-3 years apart of a Drake album because when Drake takes his time, it sounds good because he can make good music. It's a possibility. It's a thing, but he doesn't care. These last 3-4 projects are just like y'all love me so much. Whatever I put out, y'all gonna eat up. And he knew that when he came out with this. Like he just dropped Her Loss and he was like, I got another thing for y'all. And everybody's like, oh my God, like we just literally did it. You're on tour doing another album. How are you gonna announce another album in a month?
For the
Bro,
Drake
what?
fanboys. For the Drake fanboys.
Niggas in that crowd. Oh, hold on. Last thing, y'all. Y'all people going to these shows are nuts. Drake, somebody was like, I sold him my furniture in my house to come here. I don't know. He's giving out money, furniture, because y'all out here selling y'all souls to go see this nigga for 2 hours.
I don't believe him.
Yeah, and to make a sign saying I sold my furniture. I'm like, y'all just had a master plan that he was
like
gonna
you're
give you.
probably talking about like your couch, like not like all the furniture in your house, like
Even selling your microwave for Drake tickets is nuts. Okay, cool.
okay.
You gonna sell your microwave to see Kendrick?
I don't sell anything, but I know people that sell.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about you. No, people. We're off of the light skinned people, right? I don't even care about this. Next topic, even more. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Bobbi Althoff had an interview with. Okay, before we get into that, she is a white woman.
It's another white people and black people spaces.
Yep. She remembered the topic. She remembered that name. Yeah. She if you're black for the most part, you know who Funny Marco is for the most part, and he interviews people, celebrities for the most part, and celebrities, and he has a very interesting persona that he puts out there that he acts like he's very interested and asks
But
very.
it's not just a funny Marco. That is a thing. Like that's already.
I don't watch interviews that much.
Like, but you remember like the one on Comedy Central? He was like Terrell or something like that. There was so many of those. D-Way was kind of like that. Um, yeah, like the awkward interview is a thing.
Yeah, so Taylor's very much more fluent in that space. Funny Marco's a person that I really like watch. She actually put me on his videos anyway. Like I even like really watch it. Anyway, so you guys get that whole persona. So she took that and became an overnight whatever. And I don't know how.
So I have watched videos on her. So the whole thing was that she was actually started out on TikTok and she was just doing videos. She was like a mom TikToker and would make it relatable or stuff like that. But then she wanted to make a podcast and the thing was that she apparently went on Twitter and was like, I'll give someone $300 or $200 if they can get me a celebrity, and people would like DM people or tag them in the stuff. So but she had a following already from TikTok, and then her husband is some type of tech person, so they think that they got a lot of money. So that's where she came from, apparently. But it's just the interviews are weird because she's just like this white girl who looks like she's uncomfortable around black people. And if you're uncomfortable around black people, why the fuck are you interviewing them?
And it's not even that. I think to bring on a black person onto the interview and seem like number one, yes, you're uncomfortable, but it seemed like in a way you're trying to like play them, and it's really
like
weird.
Belittle them because you're acting like you don't hear their
right.
words.
And when they're talking, you seem so uninterested. Then they're like, "Why am I here?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't know." And it's like,
but then it's also at the people that are going on there because it's just like why when there's so many other people that y'all could be going to interview.
Right. And I think that's annoying about. I'm not trying to stray off a topic. What's annoying about celebrities that I remember you're talking about how Drake and Joe Budden are doing this. They could be doing this to like up their views. Mm-hmm. So like now she sees the hottest thing out. Everybody's like, let me go on her podcast. Like when I seen Offset on there, I was like, nigga, what are you doing on this platform? Like, but he's about to drop an album. But I'm like, is this how you do your promo for your album? Going on her, you know?
That's what they both because he was doing it for Drake was doing it for album promo. It was before this album.
That was another weird interview because they were both just sitting in a bed. Like that was just the most awkwardest, weirdest shit in the world. Sorry, mom. The weirdest thing. All her other interviews on a couch in somebody's house. Why are y'all sitting in a bed talking? Like that is so weird. Yo, Drake. Anyway, so that interview, she gives off her weird persona. Like, oh, I don't know
And
why
she
you're.
did something with like Sukiyana and I
Oh
see.
yeah, yeah. They brought it to a strip club, and I'm like, y'all are
Yes,
doing the
and
most right
she
now.
just sitting like I get awkward humor. I get like The Office. Like I get stuff can be awkward or whatever, but it's just I don't like the optics of it always being black people, and you
You know, so
also
funny,
you don't know them.
right? So Offset definitely like she tried to play his outfit, and he looked at himself. He's one of the people that takes pride in how he dresses. He's like, so what you put on? You think you're like an unseasoned piece of chicken? Like I don't know. Like he was like at her, like yeah, Taylor. He was at her. He's like, so he's like, no, you put that on that cardigan, that shirt. You came out the closet. I thought that was nice. That's not it. That's not it at all. Yeah, you look bad, but anyway, now I think I look fresh. And he made her like, oh, like she almost laughed because he like played her. She was like, oh, this nigga's really trying to, right? Like it's so funny. Remember when I came home, right?
Hmm.
Kayla played that in the car. Was crying. She's like, you have to hear how Offset played this girl. I know you know who this girl is, and he really like. And he went to like a radio station. They talked about it. He's like, oh, I mean, I do my homework. I know exactly how she is, and I was not going to let her play me on her platform. Like, you're crazy. I'm smart.
But then it's just like, why go
Why
if
did
you
you
feel like
go
you're gonna
on?
get
Why did you
paid?
go on? I know, I
Like
know.
you
I
could
know.
go talk to black people who have platforms
You could
and
just
come in
went right to Ebro in the
and
morning. You right to Ebro in the morning radio and on in the Breakfast Club. Go start nonsense there. Like to even give her that. Like you're
I'm
still
not even
helping.
saying him for real, for real. I'm talking about maybe
She's
I was,
she's like,
I was literally like, I'm not like not even talking just like the Breakfast Club because those are the biggest one, and they're always bitching about people don't want to come here, and I would understand why people wouldn't want to go to the Breakfast Club, honestly. So like there are other platforms and other people that have podcasts
there.
that
Yeah.
can do interviews.
I think it's funny. And then I love there's like clips of her going to like other people's white podcasts, and boy, they be letting her have it. I don't know if you've seen some of them.
What do they be
They
telling?
like just she does the same kind of thing. And one time she was like, I didn't even know I'm here. Like I've never even seen you before. It was like, right, so no, what we're not gonna do is that your manager actually contacted me. So I don't know what the hell you got
Yeah,
going on. You could
that's what
leave.
they're also saying that she's
Right.
like connected with a management company and that they're the ones that get the interviews. But a lot of her interviews will be like, "Well, I didn't ask you to be here," and they're like,
Literally, she does that. Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like
That
that.
white
So
boy ate her up. He ate her up bad. He was like, "Well, I seen how much your numbers doing, all that stuff. Yeah, you're not really important. But that's okay though. You came on to my show. I don't know what you think you're doing right now." She's like,
it's so weird.
He's like, right. And I'm just
It's
like,
so weird.
yeah. So yeah, guys, this is the thing that's interesting on your timeline that y'all be talking about. God is recording nonsense. Bobbi Althoff and like, man, how movie we at
It's
22
just weird how it was just like she just showed up and just was just
out of
showing up
nowhere.
to people. It's just like where's the
Your
shit
first
coming?
interview. Who was your first interview? Yo? It was like she interviewed Drake, Yachty, Sukiyana, I guess, and Offset. Like
Apparently, she did have other interviews, like one with the one girl who got canceled, a YouTuber, and someone else, like and Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban, yes, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, correct. I mean that do him. Go record Mark
But
Cuban.
that was one of the things. One of the clips that I saw where he was like, "No, your manager had me come here," and she's like,
He not gonna play about that. Yeah, he's like that. He's not gonna waste his time. But leave it up to us, right, guys? Let's go and talk to the white girl.
"Just annoying."
I'm like, all y'all Drake, Yachty, you better go on Funny Marco's goddamn thing and go have him talk to y'all. Like, did I really just do
Go
that?
to Don't Call Me White Girl.
Go to Mona.
Yes,
Yeah.
go to
Go to
Mona.
Mona. Mona's
Shout out to
hilarious.
Philly. Yeah.
Shout out to Jersey, man. Right, exactly. Okay, so our last topic, which is now we get our last topic be like a role. So I don't even know how we introduced this, but you got the picture?
The picture.
Oh no, I thought you were just looking at it on your phone. Oh, my fault.
Mhm.
So me and the DJ here, because she's all about music, talking about how the industry and social media are portraying these artists to be bigger than they really are. I'm gonna let you get started. Let you get started with that. How you feel
Well,
about?
because we were just talking about like I guess people comparing
Hold on.
people.
We're not playing any of these artists. All of these artists are very talented.
Yes. But like how when people are just getting started in their career, there's always this push to make them the next Beyonce after a year after they've been out, and it does not make any sense. And it's really and I think it hinders their career. I feel
It
like
does.
it hinders like their potential because you're always trying to compare them to someone that they're like these people have been to people that have been out for years, like back to when we were actually buying albums, like before streaming. These people have been out, and y'all are comparing to people that have just came out, and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And then I don't think this. I mean, like certain people have jobs and this is what they do, but the people that's not your job to compare and write and push that narrative.
But the thing is that's all the stands do. Like that's not
I
even I don't
know.
even think
I
that is
know.
someone's job to compare them. Like they make art.
Like a writer, like a writer. I mean, like a
Yeah, but
journalist.
like they
But
make articles about people, but it's not to compare. They might tell like a story. Like it's the internet and stands that sit here and it's y'all conversation because you always do this too. Like y'all are always putting people against each other, and I don't understand it. Like y'all, like men have that conversations. Who's the best rapper alive and stuff like that? Who's the top three? Like it's always
I don't. That's a
putting
conversation I
people against
don't mind.
each
I
other.
get what you're saying though. When I do it, it's not of anything of
Like
like if you're not
it's kind of a sport. Like at a point,
because it starts off with sports and then it dwindles into other nonsense
yeah.
when it doesn't need to.
Like it is a
Sports that make
sport,
sense.
as in like just talking about your
Yeah, yeah,
favorite
yeah.
rappers and stuff like that. I get that, but it's just like when Cardi B came out, there was no reason to compare her to Nicki Minaj. When Chloe Bailey comes out, there's no reason to compare her to Beyonce. When Coco, or not Coco, what was the other one? Normani comes
Normani,
out, there's no
Normani.
reason to compare her to Beyonce. There's no reason to compare her to Aaliyah. There's no reason to compare these people to people that have been in the industry for
Right.
decades.
Don't even compare it to Sierra. Like these, I feel like it's kind of insulting to, especially the people that the higher ups that they're comparing them to. Right?
I
One,
don't think it's not. I don't think that is it's an insult to them. I don't think it's an insult to them because they're like the greatest and people want to aspire to be them. It's a compliment, but it's just when the
depending on the
public
artist,
is
but I
doing
feel you.
it, when the
Right.
public is doing it, and then they're putting the pressure on the new artist as to like, so they're like sticking at them at like, why aren't you Beyonce? Why aren't you like you're like picking at them as to be like, why aren't your numbers hitting this chart? Like why aren't you doing this? And it's just because like they are new artists and you're already this is their first year, their first album, and you're sitting here telling them that they're supposed to be this superstar that they haven't built the audience to be yet. Like
No,
it doesn't.
this is why I said what I said. Right? Because right, Normani can sing and dance. Right? Ooh, throws out Beyonce. Like I remember, I think me and you talked about it months ago when he tried to do the verses with Usher and Chris Brown, and Usher started being like, right, that's what I'm saying. Like they're like, okay,
But
I
that
get
was
the
in
whole.
the like case of an actual verses. That was like them acting as if they're on the same level. Anyone that was doing a versus, they were on the same level. They were around
No,
at the same time. Usher was been in the game for like at least 10 years before fucking Chris Brown came in the picture. So what are
yeah,
y'all
yeah,
talking about? Like that was
but even,
disrespectful.
but even like they asked him one time about the whole King of R&B thing, and he's like, "Y'all really got to stop." He's like, "I'm not gonna say my name, but like they like brought up the Jacquees situation." He's like, "All right, guys, like I don't." Y'all asking me this question is kind of
Because
like
that's
it
again
is.
and who got on the and who grew
Yeah,
up on this time and everyone's pumping your head. You're amazing. You're this. You're the next this. You're like no. Let them just make their art.
I feel like so that always was a thing, right? Like you said, men do it all the time. That always was a thing. For instance, the with everything from when we were our
I
parents were
think
kids, whatever you
I
call it,
feel like it's gotten worse with
it's
women
elevated.
in
Yes.
it because with
Yeah.
women we're like we got to pull out the stats. So it's really like who's on the Billboard chart. Like they really are sitting here on these YouTube videos. I watch them all the time. Not gonna lie, but they're always sitting here. But like who's on the Billboard charts? Oh, this song they just dropped this song, it's not on the charts yet, it's only bubbling under, or it's only, on the 30s. So it's not all the time. They're always bringing up charts and numbers,
So
talking about like comparing these people because they need actual proof. Like men, y'all would just be like, "Oh, I think this is the best. Oh, he did this." But like women are like, "We need the charts," and it's just so annoying. It's really, really,
I
really annoying.
think now, especially now, women are just taking over the industry of music, and it's not. I don't think it would ever be. It would never be. I guess this might go into a different conversation. Damn near. So with men, right? There's a limited amount of.
I'm not saying everything is separated by men and women. I'm not trying to
No, no,
do
no,
that
no, 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 no. This is.
conversation. I'm just saying that why I said men is because that's who I know sits around and compares all the time. But
No,
I'm
I
just
was
saying,
gonna say.
and they've been
Yeah, yeah,
doing
yeah. No, no. I
arts.
know, I
That's
know.
all. Yeah.
When you finna turn this into no debate episode, now I'm not
Nah.
saying that. What I got you. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, I find it very interesting when they don't do that for men. Like all the men could come in ever, 1,000 more, 1,000 more. We ain't could
Mhm.
compare none of y'all numbers.
They
Y'all
don't.
all can be great. Right. That's what I'm saying. But when it's women, right? 5 women rappers, Lotto, Megan, name them. Five of them. Oh, there's more coming in. Hold on. Y'all gotta do this one out. We can't have more than 3 top
Mhm.
ones, right? And we're already trying to get Nicki out of here with Cardi. So y'all gotta hold on now, Meg. Like it's like I found it very interesting. I'm like, y'all know they can all exist, right? Without y'all
Girl.
throwing them away. Like I remember Rico was starting to become something, and they just kind of like, all right, put somebody else in the
and
spotlight.
and
Like,
that's literally because that's what I was talking about when they were saying, "Oh, Ice Spice fell off, and now it's Sexy
right.
Red," and it's like that was
Right,
literally a couple months ago. Like, how do you talk about
right.
she's
Like,
falling off?
right. They don't do that for men because here goes the babies and whoever else you want to bring up, the little babies and Lil Durk and all these people rapping. They're not like, all right, go to the side and like, if anything, they self sabotage themselves like the baby did, and you get yourself pushed on the side.
Mhm.
But like you said, and the thing that makes it worse, it hasn't been more than 2 years since these artists really dropped. Gorilla is really still new. I don't know what nobody talking about. She has
They
one
all
project.
are. They all are.
Right.
These
They
I feel
all
like
are.
these all
Right.
these artists came out in like the last couple years.
And they're like, right, like Gorilla. All right, cool. Bring in what,
Like
Ice
if your
Spice.
song is not on the
Right.
top 10 every day, like then it doesn't matter anymore. And now you falling off, and now you're a flop.
Like I'm saying, like I'm trying to think who's before damn Gorilla. Like maybe like I don't even know, but like it's just been a thing. Like Lola Brooke, I felt
I
like
think, and Meg the Stallion, and it was like it's just been a lot of people coming
I
in.
would say with
But
with Meg.
and that's also what we were talking about, as in like not everyone is going to be Beyonce. Like not everyone has to be a super world star. Like some of these artists are just supposed to be a local artist in their town, in their state, and everyone at their local clubs knows who they are. And that's really it. Like it doesn't have to be that everyone around the world knows them. I think that's just because of social media. Like everything has to be big and popular and viral, and so everyone has to know. But it doesn't have to be that way.
Which I think is very interesting. Like when you say that, like someone that I can kind of put that in a bubble, but they're big, but they're so known in their state, but they're like not the best. Is like Meek Mill. Like Meek Mill is a known Philly super rapper. He's the Philly rapper, right?
Mm-hmm.
But is he top 10? Are you like, yo, Meek is the? We don't talk about him like that. But you don't hear him going to try to sell out arenas. They don't even push that narrative. That's not even a thing, right? He, I don't even know that last time he went on tour, but that's not the point. But like, he's not that kind of person, right?
Yeah,
Lil Durk he's very, very big, but that's Chicago's like, but he's
and
not in Madison Square Garden. That's what I'm saying. But then I'm going back to like, is this a
like
woman thing again?
Glorilla does not have to be a
Right.
Beyonce around the world. Like no, maybe she's just a Memphis rapper, and that's
And I
okay.
feel
She
like
can tour Memphis and
right.
tour the other states, make money and make music.
They make it seem like women artists is like it's a sacred, like like a cult. Like you can't get in. Like it's like you need a pass. Like now we're because like I remember somebody tried to compare like Little Durk and like Kendrick, but then they stopped that shit so quickly. They was like, hold on, we can't because you
And that's
shouldn't.
what I wish they would do. Wish they
Right.
would have done with
Yeah.
Nicki
Yeah.
and fucking and anybody, because she is the one who's
Anybody.
been here
Right.
since I was in fucking middle school. So like, what are you talking about? Why are you talking about people
Yeah.
that just came out 2 years ago who are coming out in the streaming era comparing them to someone who's been in this freaking industry for a decade. Like, what are y'all talking
Right.
about? It
And I
doesn't make
think
sense.
that's another thing. They're not even letting these. And really think, and it sucks to say that it's just a woman thing. I know we weren't supposed to do like the men and women, but now that I keep thinking about it, I'm like, yo, there's so many like male rappers that are like in this like not a tier, but there's just so many of them that are supposed to be all so good. And I'm like, here goes my top five or whatever. So they just let it happen. Like this is why you can compare a Cole, a Kendrick, I guess a Jay-Z, and you'll throw out the Young Thugs and all them, right? You can do that. For women, they're like, there's only one top dog. We can't really like when we compare you to Nicki, y'all gotta dethrone Nicki. Like there's no other one. Like I feel like y'all had let them grow and be other things that y'all could then these are more conversations where we're not comparing numbers. We're just like, all right, put their body of work together, then you can have the compare conversation, even though I think it's stupid. But like you
There's,
said, somebody did you say like Doja Cat, like now she raps, you're like try to compare to like Lauren Hill? Like what the fuck y'all hold on now. Y'all are kinda wilding out.
it
Like
was a record that they set that I'm just like, I just don't think it's comparable when you're talking about artists that were out when people were actually buying albums. And it's
right.
not, because it's not fair to set the new artists to the standard, because they're saying with Coil Ray, like when they pull out album sales and stuff, and they're like, oh, it's a flop, it's only 10 units or 10,000 units or whatever, so it's a flop. And it's just like, no one is buying music, like, and especially not of new artists. We're going to buy the music of artists that we have grown up with, that we know for a long time, because we trust like that they put work and like care into their music. These new artists, I'm sorry, but a lot of y'all just be pumping out a bunch of stuff. So it's just like, no, like we're not going. And that's why with those people trying to sell arenas, and they have been having to cancel their concerts, they cancel their tours, because they can't sell that stuff, because people are not coming out to see you. You're still
Or
new. You're not, they're not spending all that money to see you, especially not in this economy. Baby honey, I'm sorry, no. Like,
or even that, like they came down to the realization that y'all can't y'all in these places and trying to sell y'all tickets for so and so prices. Ain't nobody buying the
you're not.
especially if your music not that good or if we know you don't got a
And
classic.
especially male rappers, like with because there was Lil Baby, the baby,
Yeah,
like especially with male rappers, y'all have no type of show, like y'all have no type of anything really, like it just be y'all, a stage and a
this is
mic.
why, and this is why those ragers kind of music is the one that's these are the concert that's selling and making the money and people are coming to go
Mm,
see. It's some type of art to it. It's some type of something you're getting
experience.
a feeling from it. You
Mm.
said what?
I said some type of experience.
I think it's spirits. I said, yo, you're crazy. I was like, Taylor, relax. But no, like for real, like I'm thinking of the baby show. Like I would not go pay $30. No, if I'm not coming at you, the baby. I used to listen to him and go see him, little baby.
Like, remember there were stories about him trying to sell his tickets like at a restaurant or
Yeah.
something.
Oh shoot, no, that's. I just know his was like $40 at a time, but at the
Mm-mm.
time, the baby was the hottest rapper in the game. So to think about
He was
that downfall,
like
something
buy
crazy.
one get one.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you ain't never heard that. That was the first time I ever seen that. Actually, I was kind of like, wow. But part of me, just like y'all, I don't know. Y'all are just the internet just hyped some of y'all artists. I sound like a hater. I'm not trying to sound like a hater. Taylor, can you say something else? I can't. I feel
It's
like I'm.
not even that they hyped them up. It's this that
No, they do.
I don't know. It's
No, some of y'all artists, like you said, like y'all know. If y'all know Philly, me and Taylor from Philly, a lot of y'all need to keep performing at the Fillmore. I don't
yeah,
need to see you at the Wells Fargo
yeah,
Center. You got 1.5 albums. You don't need to be out there. There's a lot of seats in that place,
yes.
right?
And
Like
especially if you're in your first couple of years, like that's where I first seen SZA when I was when I first seen Odd Future was no, it was the Electric Factory, and I seen SZA at the Fillmore and Janae Aiko at the Fillmore. Like the when they were first starting, that's where you're supposed to be at. When you're in your first couple of years, that's where you're supposed to be at. I don't know why you would think you could sell out a stadium.
And even that time out, this is another thing. I know about this because Cole, that's my favorite artist. He says tour money is the money how artists sometimes really make their music, right? But this is another thing I need y'all to do. Some of y'all artists that like me and Taylor saying are not established, y'all might not be going on world tours. But when you're going to a place like Fillmore and all these small places, y'all need to lower y'all prices. Like
Yeah,
I
true.
remember trying to go see Giveon and it was like 150. I'm like, all right, Giveon, you legit have one album. I don't care who's playing your music. who's talking about you. It should be $50 to $60. Like Ari Lennox is like
I feel
130.
like that my favorite concert ever with Janae Aiko, SZA, and Willow Smith. I feel like that had to be like at least like 80 something dollars.
Yeah, like I think when we seen Kendrick on the damn tour, that was like 120, and I'm like, oh okay, this is a steal.
I feel like this is inflation as well.
No,
But and then it's
yeah, but no,
also the
no.
buy, what was it? All those websites that are buying the tickets and stuff, and then they resell resellers and all that shit.
Yeah, but those aren't those resale prices go up to like $300. That's what I'm saying. The original price would be like when I lock in 120. Then you add all the taxes and it's damn near 200. Like I seen Ari Lennox and that was like a lot more money. I think it was like $100. But I was like, her first album was damn near a classic. Her second album was good. Two great albums in a small vicinity. It looked like a lounge. Like it was like a very intimate.
Because that was just
Right.
her second album.
Right.
Like that makes
Right.
sense.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, a lot of it times were like seeing that the baby buy one get one free was again nuts, but it's like you have do you have two albums? I don't even know. And like the internet just hypes shit up so much. I think you're talking about sometimes these companies
Inflate the streaming.
inflate the yeah, and like put out fake numbers to make it seem like it's you know what I'm saying? So like we don't know. Y'all are trolls or stands, whatever y'all call each other. Like y'all gotta like stop. Um and the DJ academics and Joe Buttons and all y'all stuff. If somebody sells 200K or 150K the first week, that's still a blessing, especially if you're a new artist, which all these people are. Now, if you're saying like Jay Z came out 100K, but even saying that to somebody like Jay Z, he doesn't care at this point because he's Jay Z. So these numbers that y'all talking about really don't matter. Is it part of your job? Sure, but like y'all are messing with these people's careers by putting out these numbers. People are not even listening to the album, seeing the number like, damn, that's probably not good. I ain't gonna listen to it now.
And it doesn't
Right?
matter. Like that's why I'm like, as a fan, I am
Right.
not your RNA. I am not like a record producer for you. So what do I care about your numbers? Like what do I care?
Yeah,
Do I like your music? Like what do I don't even
you're,
understand the
you're
point of us
RNA.
as fans talking about where they are on a billboard. I will never understand that because I feel like when I was younger, we never talked about music like that way. There was no one who sat here and pulled out numbers and charts
Okay.
talking about music. Like it just doesn't make sense to me as
This
a
how much the
fan.
numbers don't. This how much the numbers don't matter. Some of me and Taylor's favorite artists don't even get those tweets. We don't even get the record sale numbers. We don't care. You think I'm looking at Sir's numbers when he drops? They don't
Like
even
you
talk
remember
about
when wait, no, you remember when you found artists and you didn't want anyone to know about them? You were
it.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I got this artist. You don't know about them. They on the low. They knew." Like, remember that? Like now, everyone is like, "No, my artist has to be the next Beyonce, and it has to be better than everybody else's favorite artist." It's
So I
weird.
felt about a lot of R&B artists. I'd be like, I need to relax. Like even when I found out about Don Toliver, I was like, so is he gonna chill and like, keep being like this? Like me and my friends, me and Chris was talking about the weekend. Like how I used to be like nobody knew who
Yeah.
that guy was. The
Hmm.
weekend is probably.
And
I know.
music
I know. I'm not.
it now.
You said what?
This music is horrible. I hate it now.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of diehard fans was like, "Yo, this is just trash." But I'm like, on the popularity level, he's like, ain't nobody near Beyonce, but he damn near like underneath, like his nobody's Beyonce. No, I know that sounds crazy, right, Taylor? He's doing like,
Okay.
remember Adele came out, Chasing Pavements popular. Like the weekend is like the Drake effect. Whatever I drop, y'all finna cry over it. Like it's
Yeah,
really
not chasing pavements. And when Adele has literally, that was the beginning of her success. That wasn't even like the tip. Like,
they was stuck in her tip when she dropped that. Jesus Christ! It was like this is the next big white thing. Like I was like, yo, this one song. Like, I ain't never listened to no projects. I
no,
love
but that
Adele.
song is amazing. That song is amazing. That's the only song that I really like of hers, honestly. I don't know her music like that. I didn't know that song. I love it.
Thank you. But guess what? Who was Adele after that? Not taking Beyonce. She had to congratulate Beyonce for she took her award. She's like, girl, this ain't mine. Because you know it's not
But
yours.
that's also what I don't like, especially with us when we talk about black artists and talking about numbers, because a lot of times the
Right.
black artists are not going to like compare to white artists, like just in general, just because of the audience they have access to.
Just like what? We just talked about it. This has nothing to do with anything, but I'm bringing it up because I'm upset. SZA was not nominated for the VMAs, and a white woman won it, and her name is Taylor Swift. I didn't even know she dropped an album this year. the BS. But
Yeah,
guess what?
probably.
Right. They don't even tweet about this. I didn't even know Taylor Swift was touring. We all know SZA dropped, and we all know Snooze is a album song of the year, damn near, and we all know she was touring. Y'all didn't even put her in the damn category. The insanity that
And
y'all
her
do.
songs, the songs from her album have been on the charts like for
And I,
a while, like
right,
since they came out.
right. And I could have sworn I seen Shakira on that damn list, and I almost threw my phone. I said, Shakira makes music.
I can't shut up.
But anyway, I know I'm not trying to play Shakira, but not like. But nah, yeah. To wrap it up though, y'all. Stop putting extra pressure on these artists. They're new. They just trying to put out music, have fun, make money.
Like
You know,
stop. I want people to stop being on the internet acting like they're marketing geniuses. Like that they're A&Rs. Like I'm so annoyed with that. Like that really irks me as like everyone talking as if like they are sitting here at record labels. Like that, like just how like we talking about when people get screwed out of their like money and stuff with their contracts and they're sitting here acting like they're lawyers. Like y'all don't know what the hell y'all are talking about. Please shut up. Just enjoy the art that they give you or not if you don't like it and move on. Like y'all do not have to and it's crazy because like the stands really do act like they're marketing people as in like sitting here like I've seen people sending out stickers for like Nicki Minaj um what is it called? Her album coming out, like they're sending out stickers to bars. They're putting them on different places. Like at this is your own marketing campaign that you're doing for this lady. She is not paying you. So when y'all feel like y'all are taken advantage of and blah blah blah, I'm just like, y'all are doing this yourself and y'all look crazy. Go get a job. Do like you can actually do this as a job. Like stop doing this for free for these artists, these rich people that you don't know.
yeah, I feel that. I want to say, um, to all you artists, please take your time with your music and come out with good quality sounding music. Um, I know the record label
Good
wants
enough
it.
people will wait.
Good enough people will wait. Yeah, don't think
We waited 7 years for SZA and look at her.
the next dance. Yeah, I just want a rock song. All y'all songs starting to sound the same. Everybody trying to make hip shaking music. We love to dance now. Don't get me wrong, but Ice Spice, hey, I ain't gonna cap. I don't even. Never mind. Never mind. Keep coming out with Delhi music. Never mind. I am never
Yeah,
even gonna say what I was gonna
because
say.
I be on my mixes and they be going, yeah.
All right. Well, you keep doing your thing. Sexy Red, never change. All y'all rappers out there don't. Some of y'all need to change. The girlies keep doing y'all thing. Don't let them throw y'all off. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
And if
Especially
your
you,
clothes is
Nikki.
your local artist, that's okay. You don't have to be a superstar. You can be a
Right.
superstar in your area, and that's okay.
Do your little tours. Do your little
Yeah,
couple cities and grow. Because if your music good enough, the right artists will pull you on a long day tour, and you'll look at Doechii. We just talking about Doechii about to go on the tour with Doja Cat. Even though Doja Cat, I feel like is still
but
kind
I'm
of.
saying that you don't have to aspire to be some big
Oh no! I'm
world
saying like
star.
starting. No, you don't. Starting
Yeah.
small. You know what I'm saying you'll get noticed. You know what I'm saying there's nothing wrong like being like, but if you make the correct music, you're talented enough, it will happen. But
Yeah.
don't as soon as you come out, oh I need to be like so and so because that's who they compare me to.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody finna be Beyonce. I ain't gonna. I need to stop doing. It. Ain't nobody gonna be Beyonce. Y'all
Setting
see what she
up
just
for
did?
failure.
Super like as soon as they say that, y'all should stop making music because yeah, y'all see Kelly. Never mind. I said I'm about to say Carrie. I
I
said Carrie
can't.
Hilson. That was a joke though. We love you, Carrie.
I can't.
But that is episode 15, y'all.
Yes, it's not an hour long, even though it's almost 10 minutes to it. But hey.
Hey, we did that. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, you have another topic? I'm like, I ain't talking about nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
That is it. I know I'm like, I'm gonna go eat. But now y'all, thank y'all for supporting. Subscribe. Y'all know the vibes. Episode 15 is out of here. Next episode, we'll think of some cooler stuff to talk about. We sound like a bunch of haters, but y'all are annoying. Not Taylor, she don't.
Like a hater.
I do.
I feel like I'm speaking the truth. I'm saying what it is. I don't know.
Now I'm a hater. Bobbi Althoff, get off of my internet.
No, she
Drake
needs to
and Joe.
go. I'm not hating. It's
Yeah.
just
Drake and Joe Budden, y'all need to go to. Y'all need to start your own podcast together. The Light Skin Twins. Y'all are
go
annoying.
kiss and make out, make love.
She's into that. I don't know what's going on. But peace out, y'all. We out here.
Bye.
Till next time.